Okay, so I'm back. I wish I could say I'm back with good news, but I'm not. If you look here, it's been a really brutal week. 1,600 now down to 900. We're approaching losing half our money on this investment. I've never had that happen before, mostly because I usually get out sooner if I think it's a bad thing. So here's what I'm going to do. We sold an option for 300. We can buy it back for 32. Okay, which would still give us a gain down here of 266. Now I have $89 in cash, so I have the access. So I'm going to do that, and here's what it's going to do. That will free me up to be able to either just go ahead and sell this stock and just say, whew, that was a valuable loss, a lesson on losses, right? And recover, because for the first time I'm actually below the 2,500 mark. Now, technically, if you look here, my actual stock value is 24.14. I have about $89 there. So technically I'm right now right at 2,500, which is what we started with. So no loss, I guess, in that regards. But now also BCRX has dropped from 49 to 32.50, but that's only a $16 gain. OPK has dropped, and that's because we bought in at 561. It's dropped to 498. So pretty much it was a great week in terms of my inability to pick anything useful. Okay, actually that's not true because CEMI has gone up a little bit. But anyway, I'm most likely going to hang on to OPK. I'm going to do some research. Today's Friday, July 31st. So I'm going to do some research to see what I want to do about some of these. OPK, that option expires today. So Monday I can make another trade. But what I'm going to do first is take the VXRT. I'm going to buy back. Buy one at the market. Buy one to close. And let's see what that gives me. About $35. We're going to go ahead and replace that order. And I actually ended up being about $33 because they continue to crash. Now, I'm no longer obligated to hang on to VXRT. So I could do a couple things. One, I could go ahead and sell it. Just lock in my $670 in losses. Now, it's not really $670 because I made 300, although I bought 30 of it back. So I made about 270. But I did lose $400 if I sell now. I don't know how far this is going to crash. But remember, one of the things we're doing to generate lots of cash is we're purposely buying volatile stocks. So we have to expect this. But here's the thing. Let's say it recovers by $1 or $2 next week. So let's say it's selling at 10.51 to 11.51. That would mean my option chain will be higher. Okay, so if you look at the August 21, I gotta go. We used to be near the money, now we're nowhere close to it. So if I go to August 21, the $20 call is about 30, right? We just bought it for 33, right? That's what we just bought it back. But if it goes up $1 or $2, this could be much higher. For example, if you look at August 28th, for $20 is up to 40. For September 4th, well, it's actually back down. There's this split here, so it's averaging about 68, but most likely it's just not happening. Here it's more likely to happen. Here you could be looking at $100 for the September 18th call, which means it's another way for me to try to generate some more money. I could do that now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait. Now the downside is if I did it now and it dropped some more, I would still have captured this. But I'm just going to wait and see over the weekend what happens. If it keeps dropping, I might get out of my position. But if it goes up a bit, I might sell another option, but this time sell it a little bit more so that I'll capture some of my losses back, if that makes sense, meaning I'll get some gains to offset some of my losses. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if I'm able to stick with VXRT. If you look at the chart, you'll see that all in all, we're still up pretty high compared to where they had been. So if I would have bought back here, this would still be awesome. I didn't. I bought right about here, not quite at the peak. So really bad timing on my part. I've mentioned I'm basically doing a couple different projects right now, and I'm spending like 5 minutes at a time making these decisions. I should be spending about 30 minutes. It's going to continue through August, but at the end of August, the other project ends. Starting in September, I'll just be teaching and doing this. And so I'll actually be able to do a little bit better research. Hopefully I won't have to go through quite as much scary stuff as I did this time. But like I said, all in all, it's not the worst thing in the world. Okay. We're at 23.57, so we're a little bit down. But remember, we've already captured our 250 this month. and last month. But the point is, even though we're a little bit down, we're not quite down in the bigger sense. But nonetheless, I would like to see this recover. I mean, if you look here, let me put Market Watch, which is a little more up to date. And they're saying we're at 948, so we're still not getting anywhere. Okay, yeah, 948. So even though it says 955 here, you can go by the market value, 948. So if I were to try to sell an option chain, again at the $20 level for August 21st, which is what I had, I might be able to get $30 out of it, which means I would just have lost $3, so it doesn't make sense. So I want this to recover, and then I can sell another option. Okay. It doesn't seem to be moving much right now, and we're at 330, so the market's about to close. So I'm not seeing anything good happening yet, so I guess we'll wait. After that, I'll take care, and I'll be with you next week. Bye.